Good morning, guys. We're vlogging. It's been so long. We have a lot to talk about and we have a lot to do because we're vlogging all week. It's graduation week. Walk with me. Look at who you guys haven't seen in so long. Blaze. So today is Monday, and so far my two main events that I have going on is tomorrow the pinning ceremony for me, and then Friday is going to be graduation. And we have so much stuff to do in between. So today I have to go get my makeup and I gotta go drop off all my tickets for the pinning ceremony. Let me let him outside. He loves the porch, y'all. So yeah, today I'm gonna be going to the mall. I have to exchange this Danessa Myricks blurring balm I got because it's too light. We're gonna talk some more about that, but I gotta do that. I gotta drop off my family's tickets so that they can come to the pinning ceremony tomorrow. I do want to clean up the house a bit so that I don't really have to worry about it the rest of the week. And then my sister's supposed to be doing my nails later. So that's pretty much all that needs to be done today. Tuesday is just like pinning ceremony prep. I'm getting my hair done. We have not talked about my locks. I have not made a video in so long. This is ridiculous, but we have so much catching up to do, but that's exactly why you're gonna be with me all week. But yeah, Tuesday is hair and the pinning ceremony. Wednesday is gonna be a chill day. I don't really think I have much going on. Thursday, I'm supposed to be getting waxed, and then I have to pick up my graduation dress that I took to the tailor. And Friday's graduation day. I graduate in the morning. But yeah, life has been a lot. We're gonna talk more later because I am gonna do like a practice makeup look today because yeah, there's gonna be no experimenting tomorrow and Friday. We can't do it. So I wanted to do something new to see if it would work for me. So we'll see. But yeah, we'll get into that a little bit later. But right now I just gotta get ready. Again, I'm gonna hit the mall. I'm gonna try to reach out to my family members to see if I can drop off their tickets while I'm out so that I can just come back here and just focus on everything else I need to focus on. I also need to crochet some flowers for my graduation cap. I don't know who told me wait until 4 days before graduation, but here we are. So I just picked up some yarn yesterday that I'll show you guys and everything, and then we're gonna work on that. So there we go. So let me show you guys a little bit of what I've been doing. So I've been making bread. My most recent loaf is a strawberries and cream, and I haven't tried it yet. I don't have much of an appetite, so I haven't really been wanting to eat it, but I'm gonna show y'all the cut. Look at that. We got strawberries in here. There's some white chocolate chips and some cream cheese chips, and I'm very, very excited to give it a try. And I also put some pink like glitter powder in here because I had nothing else, but it turned out pretty good. The pink kind of looks very like unnatural. I mean, from the camera you can't really tell, but it just like looks like a bright pink, but part of it still kind of looks like a nice natural looking pink, just depending on the part of the bread. But yeah, I haven't eaten it yet, but I'm gonna toast a little bit before I go and we're gonna try it. But I've been making bread and I've been loving it. Like, I cannot wait to really get back into the kitchen. Like, I've been wanting to cook, I've been wanting to bake, and now that I have some more time finally after everything, we have so much to catch up on. Oh my gosh, like I literally, first of all, I don't even know where to start because I'm dead wrong. Because first of all, I told you, I was like, yeah, y'all are gonna be on this whole journey with me throughout school. I've been in school for like a whole year and a half, and I have like one video to show for it, like when I just started, and then I just disappeared. But it's been hard. Oh my gosh, like it's been taking up my life, and I feel so bad for not recording my experience, but it's been a lot, and not really in a good way, not gonna lie. But again, we're gonna get into that. But yeah, there's a lot that we need to discuss when it comes to that, a lot. So I think we're gonna chat while I'm doing my little mock makeup look. We're gonna talk because we have plenty of time to talk right there. So yeah, that's been me. But we have to talk about my hair. We have to talk about what's been going on in life, what I've been getting into, school taking over my life. We have a lot to discuss because it's been so long. So you know what? Let's just start with our bread. So I'm gonna toast it and then I'm gonna put some butter on it and we're gonna see how it tastes. But making bread has really become like a big part of one of my hobbies. I really enjoy it. I've made a couple of different loaves so far, and I've made some other baked goods too. Like I've made a couple of different types of focaccia bread. I've made cinnamon rolls, I've made pretzel bites. Those are really good. Like Auntie Anne's is not saying me anymore because $8 for some pretzel nuggets, absolutely not. Auntie Anne's, I don't know her anymore. But I think my favorite thing is making the loaves because it's so rewarding. Like the whole process of how you make bread is so cool, like science. Come on, Black women in STEM, you feel me? Like kneading the dough, the yeast, letting it rise, just waiting for it to continue rising over time, and then you just like shape it. The inclusion loaves are so fun to do. So far, I've done a basil pesto. I've done the chili oil with cheddar cheese and scallions. That has been my favorite so far. It was so good. I did a brown sugar cinnamon. I didn't get to try that one, but I made one for my mom and she really, really enjoyed it. I made a chocolate chip loaf. That was really good. And then I also made this one here, the strawberries and cream. I think that's it so far. I did make a normal one that just had no inclusions in it. That one was really good. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But I really do like the inclusion loaves. They're fun and you get to experiment. I have a whole list of different loaves that I'm gonna make, so maybe one day I'll make a video on how I make them. But it's been very, very fun. It's just a really, really rewarding process, and it's just so nice to see your dough change over time. And when I say, when you do the big reveal, you open up that Dutch pot and you get to see like how much your bread has changed and baked in the oven. It's so cool. I probably, if it sounds so nerdy, but I love it so much. Like, it's been a really, really nice hobby of mine. It really has, and it doesn't take long at all. Like, compared to how when people make sourdough, I attempted to make my own starter. Let me show it to you. This is my sourdough starter. This is Blossom, and it's got that liquid at the top. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's got the liquid at the top because it's been sitting in the fridge for probably like 2 months now because I don't have the patience for making a starter right now. It definitely did start to rise and stuff like that though, but eventually I didn't have time because my schedule was crazy. That was around the time I was in like peak clinical era and all that type of stuff. It was a lot. So that was that. But I am gonna attempt to do sourdough again, but I will definitely say the artisan loaves, they're a lot easier because it doesn't take all day. I'll probably say that it takes like 5 hours tops to get it done. But yeah, it's been such a rewarding journey. I love it so much. But I really, really do want to get into cooking some more. And I just want to learn more about cooking overall, just like what goes well with what, and you know, just all the ins and outs of cooking. I want to travel more so that I can really get into like different cuisine. It's been so long since I've really traveled, but food has been really calling to me. You know what I mean? It's just something about making a good meal, because I already love to eat. Something about making a nice baked good, cooking a good meal, and then others get to enjoy it too. Like, I love letting people try my bread. It's so nice because I just want other people to enjoy what I enjoy, and it's just nice. So yeah, so it's safe to say I toasted it just a little bit too much, but it's not that bad. But here we are. This one is toasted a little bit too much, but it smells wonderful. And I just have some salted butter that we're gonna put on here. Here she is. Pretty good, and it's not overpoweringly sweet. I added some brown sugar, some a little bit of vanilla extract. This is a really good balance of everything. I was a little scared of how the strawberries were gonna taste because I had to use the freeze-dried strawberries. When I was doing my research on this type of loaf, a lot of people were saying that using fresh strawberries are kind of iffy compared to the dehydrated ones because they can like gain back that moisture as they bake. So this is good. All right, y'all, fit check. This is today's outfit. Very basic, very simple. I'm just wearing a Speedo tee. I'm wearing these little flowy little pants, and then I'm wearing these pink flip-flops, these little pink jelly flip-flops. That's it. Another accessory that hates to see me come in is my little star bag that I got from Urban. But that's it. We're about to go make some moves. All right, y'all, I have made it to the mall. I have my Sephora. This is basically what I was going through. So I got the Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm, and I got number 7, but it's too light. Oops, it's too light. It matches my neck, but my face is too light for my face, and I just don't think this is gonna work. So I think I'm gonna have to get the one that was a little bit too dark. But I tried this, and as you can see, it doesn't, well, on the camera it actually looks pretty light, but it matches my neck perfectly. I was trying to see if I could actually, you know, like color match right, because I found that with my makeup, my face is darker than my neck. So I guess I'm just gonna have to just blend it down to my neck or something. I don't know, because this is not gonna work. This makes me look ashy on my face. So I think I'm gonna get in shade 8.5. It was too dark when I tried it, but I'm just gonna have to do it because I don't know what else to do, and I'm probably just gonna have to blend it down my neck. So I'm hoping they let me just exchange it. I've never done an exchange at Sephora before, so we'll see. I'll be back. I think I ended up having an epiphany in the store because I just tried some of it. I put the makeup like right here on my chin and it actually matches really well. I don't know, it just depends on like where on my skin it is. I don't know, it's weird. But I just went from number 7 to 8.5. I'm about to open it up and show y'all how this one looks. But I don't know, initially when I went in there, I tried each one and this one just felt like it was too dark. But I don't know, this was the one that I initially should have got to begin with though, low-key, because I compared it to the other foundations and stuff that I have at home when it says like, oh, find your shade. And all the things were like, yeah, 8.5 is your shade, girl. But it's just kind of dark, so I don't know. I might just have to blend it down my neck because you can even tell right now my face is darker than my neck. But this is number 8.5. Honestly, on the camera it looks kind of difficult to compare, but when I put it on, like I said, I put it on like down my jawline right here and on my chin, and you can tell that it's a pretty good match now all of a sudden. I swear it looked darker when I tried it the last time I was here. But we're gonna try this. I'm debating on like what I want the exact routine to be. So I've seen a lot of people use this and then they'll use like a skin tint or they'll use a foundation. Like I've seen a lot of people using House Labs foundation with this. But baby, House Labs is expensive. Y'all gonna get this NARS, okay? I have NARS foundation. And then I also have my Hourglass skin tint. That one's kind of like warm orangey though. That's the only thing about that one. But yeah, I have that one. So I'm debating if I want to just use this by itself or if I want to combine it with a foundation or something just to be a little bit more extra. And then go from there. But yeah, I'm about to go to Target because I need to get a color corrector because I have quite a bit of dark marks and we need to cover those up. So we're gonna do that and then I'm gonna stop by my grandfather's and give him his ticket. All right, I got my pick-me-ups. So they didn't have the e.l.f. color corrector that I wanted to get. So I got the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind color corrector. This is in orange, number 159. I haven't used anything like Maybelline Age Rewind in years. Oh my gosh. And then I was feeling frisky, so I got a powder puff. This is a little dual-sided powder puff from Morphe. And we're gonna see how well this does. I think I wanna try to use this from now on instead of using my like powder beauty blender that I usually use. So I think this will have a smoother application. So I can't wait to try our little makeup thing. I'm gonna be so sad if it doesn't turn out right because I don't think I have the setting sprays that I would really rather use, but it is what it is. We're gonna make it work because I'm not getting nothing else. I'm not. Okay, we're just gonna test and then go from there. But I'm about to go pay my grandfather a visit, give him his ticket, and then I'm gonna go stop at my dad's and then we're gonna go home and we got some work to do. Okay? All right, y'all, it's time to try out this makeup routine. I have to do this before tomorrow because there's no way I'm gonna blindly try this makeup routine without anything. I can't just experiment the day of. So let me show you what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna try to follow an Uche tutorial. She is like the queen of makeup in a good base. So I don't have everything that she uses, but we're gonna get our goodies out. So first we're gonna be using the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. I have my Danessa Myrix Blurring Balm in number 8.5. I have my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Caramel. This is gonna be like the first highlight. And then to really highlight, I have my Hourglass Vanish Concealer in the shade Sienna. For contour and blush, I have the Say Dew Bronze in Stinson. And then for my blush, I'm gonna be using the Dew Blush in Chili. The color corrector I'm gonna use is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in Orange. This is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I wish I had the matte one, but I wasn't about to keep buying a whole bunch of new stuff, so I'm hoping this will pair good with the blurring balm. But I'm kind of iffy because I would rather have the matte. I feel like that would do better. And I do have more of like an oily skin complexion. It's like combination oily skin. I have an oily T-zone, so I'm hoping for the best for this. We'll see how it goes. I also have my Laura Mercier setting powder in Translucent Honey. I've got my Sephora Micro Smooth Powder in number 65 Toffee. I have my MAC Matte Skin Finish Bronzer in Rich Rosy. And then for my blush, I'm gonna be using the Juvia's Place Volume 5 palette. This has these really pretty colors in it. This is so bright, it's kind of hard to see the colors, but these are both like bright pinks, but they're not too much, so I like to mix them. I don't know about lashes. I'm definitely not gonna put on any today, but we might attempt to put on some lashes tomorrow. 9 times out of 10, not really, but I don't know how I feel about a beat with no lashes, so we'll see. But for mascara, I've got my lash curler, and then I have the Bad Gal Bang. This is my favorite. This is the best. And then I also have the Big Bad Lash from Revlon. This is what I use to get more length, and this is what I use for volume. So that's everything. And then I'm gonna be using the Morphe setting spray, and I'm gonna be using my One Size setting spray. So let's start. Let me get my phone. We're just gonna pin the locks back. That's all we're gonna do. But I'm getting my hair done tomorrow. I'm really excited. This is my first extended style. So we'll see how this goes. I'm hoping for the best. It better look good because I have no choice but for it to look good. So we have a lot to talk about, guys. Oh my gosh, where do I even begin? I feel like I should talk about school because this is what this video is pretty much surrounded by. I have not really talked about school a lot on here because I haven't really filmed too much. My school experience was cool when it was just time for classes, and then it got time for clinicals, and that's when everything went downhill. So basically, I started my clinical experience back in like mid-October. And I feel like I kind of went in very intimidated because I started off in a more difficult lab compared to like where we would normally start off. So again, because I haven't talked about this in a long time, but I've been in school to become a cardiovascular technologist, basically a cardiovascular invasive specialist. And pretty much what we do is we check for blockages in the heart through your coronaries. We also have different labs that also specialize in structural heart issues. So if you have an opening in the heart from like a genetic defect, for example, or if you need like a valve replaced in the heart as well, we also help with that. We also help with peripheral cases as well. So any type of blockages that can be in like your lower leg vessels and stuff like that, we help with that too. But yeah, if you have a heart attack, 9 times out of 10, you have a blockage in the heart, and you would come see us and we will clear the blockage. So that's pretty much what I do. But like I said, you have the coronary lab, which is what I was talking about, where you have like a blockage in the heart, the structural heart lab, where you take care of like structural heart issues. And that's the lab that I started off in. That's where my preceptor was. And it was very, very intimidating because that's literally like the most difficult lab to be in my personal clinical site. We did have coronary, peripheral, and structural heart lab, and you basically work your way up to the structural heart lab. So being a student and going into there like that, you can imagine how I felt. I was very intimidated. I was like, do I even belong in this lab? I was like, what's going on? But at the same time, I really appreciated it too, because you know, if you're starting off difficult, then by the time you get to the less complicated stuff, you know, it's not that hard. But yeah, it was definitely very, very intimidating as somebody who was seeing that stuff for the very first time. But I tried my best. I mean, it was a lot for sure. And I kind of did wish that I had time to be able to go to like the coronary lab and stuff like that. And eventually I did. I was pretty much going back and forth between my preceptor in the structural heart lab. He's like my main preceptor, but then I was also working with another woman who was like my preceptor for the coronary lab. And I really appreciated that balance. They both are very, very knowledgeable in like their own ways. I really appreciated the opportunity to learn from them both because they each had good qualities when it came to like certain things. And you know, it's just like a totally different vibe learning things from the structural heart aspect compared to the coronary lab, because it's like you go about cases completely different. You prepare for cases completely differently. It's like a totally different ball game. So it was like, I remember when I had first gone to the coronary lab, I had to pretty much learn all over again. Like, you gotta drape quickly because they run through a lot more cases compared to the structural heart lab, because the structural heart lab, their cases take longer. But the coronary lab, you might have like 10 cases in a room and you just back to back to back. So you gotta learn how to drape quickly. The access site process is different. So like, say for example, a lot of the times you're mainly going through either your wrist or your groin. There's going to be situations where you're going through the neck too, but a lot of the times it's either going to be wrist or groin. Structural heart, you're pretty much only going through the groin. So that was pretty much all I knew. When I went to the coronary lab, they mainly do radial cases because that's easier. Here and there, you might get a groin case occasionally, like if you can't get radial access, but most of the time you're going through the wrist. So I had to learn how to drape like that. It was just like a totally different ball game. But I definitely really did appreciate learning both sides of it a lot. Yeah, overall, it was a really good experience. I will definitely say that they have a great team at my clinical site. Everybody works really, really well together. Everybody is so efficient. They get things done. Everybody's so knowledgeable. I was greeted with so much warmth from the very, very beginning. Like, I never felt intimidated by anybody. I never felt like anybody was nasty towards me. Everybody was very, very nice, very warm, very welcoming. I really, really like that team there. But now, in terms of how I was doing mentally when it came to clinical, that's another story. So let me break down my schedule to you guys, because well, basically each clinical semester we did 3 days a week. For the fall semester we did 8-hour days, and then by the time spring came along we did 10-hour days. So please keep in mind, I had to work throughout my whole entire school process. Like, I had bills to pay, I have a whole house. I had to get a car back in July. I didn't even talk to you guys about that. I had to get a whole new car back in July because the car that my grandma gave me basically went up on me, or was about to go up on me, and I had to hurry up and get a new car. So that wasn't fun. So I was like, okay, we're adding on a car note on top of my house bills, on top of like phone, Wi-Fi. It's been a lot, to say the least. So definitely a very, very intimidating situation to be in, but I had to work. This past semester, I was going to the hospital, waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning, going to the hospital for 6:30. I wouldn't even leave there until 4:30 because of the 10-hour days. And then I would go straight from the hospital all the way back into town, which would take like an hour and some change to get back in town. And then I would have to go to work after. And a lot of the times my shifts were from like 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. So basically I was pretty much getting off at 4:30. I had to spend all of my free time trying to drive to get back into town. And most of the time I would only have less than an hour to relax before it was time for me to start my shifts at my job. So as you can imagine, being out from 5 o'clock in the morning to basically 11:30 p.m., that takes a total on you, especially 3 days a week. And keep in mind too, any opportunity that I had to work outside of clinical days, I was taking it. So I was working pretty much every day. Like, literally, when I say every day, every single day. I rarely had any off days. If I did have an off day, they would be like weeks apart. And when I say weeks, I mean like 6 weeks apart. There were days where I was like, dang, I haven't had a off day in like a month. Like, I was working every single day. Even if it wasn't like paid work, like I was either going to clinical, or I was working, or I was going to school. There was always something that I was doing. It was never, I never had a chill day. Or if I did, it was a very, very rare occurrence that I had a chill day. So as you can imagine, that takes a toll on you. It takes a really, really big toll on you. I was very tired. A lot of people ask me all the time, like, Anasia, how did you do it? Baby, I have no answer for you. I'm telling you now, I have no answer for you. I don't even know how I was doing it myself. But a lot of people ask, like, can you work? Can you do this? Can you do that? You can work. It's not gonna be easy at all, but you can work. You can definitely work. I had no choice but to work. It wasn't impossible. I had like no time to do anything else, but I could work, you know? But it really took a toll on me mentally. Very, very little off days, a lot of like physical exhaustion, just no time to do anything. And then I hated it because it was like, when I finally did have some free time to myself, I wouldn't want to do anything. Like, you know, I would still do stuff, you know, I'd still be productive, clean, do what I need to do, just like any other type of obligations. But it's tiring, you know, like sometimes you don't want to do anything. It's a very, very tiring experience to go through. Blurring bomb time. So yeah, it definitely did take a really, really big toll on me. It wasn't easy at all. I felt like I was literally just going through the motions every single day. It was very, very difficult for me. I was not happy at all, and I'm still trying to recover. I've only been like out of clinicals for like, what, a day? Last week on Wednesday was my last day. It's now Monday. And I was like, I left out of that hospital. I was like, dang, I still feel like I have to go next time. So yeah, it was not easy. It was very, very difficult, and it really took a toll on me for real. But somehow I got through that mess. I don't know how I did it. Again, don't ask me no questions as to how I did it, but somehow, some way, I did that mess, and I'm very, very proud of myself. I learned a lot about myself in so many different ways. I learned about how resilient I can be. I learned that I definitely take, you know, success over comfort. I'm gonna do what I need to do to get to where I need to be, for sure. And if that means, you know, you gotta struggle for a little bit, that's simply what I had to do. So like I said, I did exactly what needed to be done. I knew the pain was only temporary. I had to keep telling myself that constantly. And all my people that were supporting me and helping me get through this experience, they told me the exact same thing. You know, the pain is only temporary. It's not going to be like this forever. And I'm just like, I know, but it's hard right now. You feel me? Like, it's very, very difficult. It's not an easy thing to go through. And everybody saw like how crazy my schedule was. Like, everybody knew, and I had to sacrifice a lot. I had to, you know, miss out on a lot of things. But at the end of the day, these type of things that I would miss out on, they're always going to be there. You're always going to be able to go to an outing. You're always going to have something to be able to go to eventually. Again, the pain is only temporary. You're only missing something for a season. So, you know, I had to constantly tell myself that. But again, at the same time, you have to also keep in mind that it is also very, very important for you to continue to engage in things that make you happy. Continue to engage in your hobbies, continue to do things that you enjoy rather than only focusing on your obligations, because like I said, that takes a huge mental toll on you. So, you know, I still try to participate in, you know, different things, and I tried to participate in like my hobbies, and I tried to make sure that I was still engaged in things, but it wasn't easy. It definitely wasn't easy. But yeah, the whole experience was very, very exhausting. And I have a lot of classmates that experienced the same thing. Not to mention the fact that I was working 2 part-time jobs because I tried to apply to a job, but they only had a part-time position for me. So I could not find just like a regular full-time job. So I was like, you know what? I guess I'm just gonna work 2 part-time jobs. So that definitely made it more difficult in terms of like me not really having time for things. It wasn't fun. It really wasn't. But yeah, overall, I was not a big fan of my experience, like at all. It was not fun. It wasn't enjoyable. Again, it was a wonderful experience to learn and stuff like that. But in terms of the schedule and like getting your life together in between all the mess, it was very impossible. If you don't have to work during that type of thing, like if you're taking clinicals, you are very, very blessed. But if you do have to work, just know it is not going to be easy. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it for you at all. Like, it's not going to be easy at all. You are going to have to like really have some true discipline and like really keep your mental in check, seriously, because it will take a very, very big toll on you, and not in a good way. But in the big scheme of things, it's a great opportunity to learn. And, you know, I really learned that you kind of learn your learning style too. Like, I definitely realized that I'm like a repetition person. Like, I have to keep doing things in order to like really understand. Like, yeah, people can tell me how to do something, but I have to like physically do it myself and things like that. So, you know, some things that didn't come as easy to me, eventually I was doing it, you know, and I was like, you know what, I know how to do it now and things like that. So, yeah, eventually things weren't as difficult for me to do. But yeah, overall, routine-wise, I hated everything about clinical. But looking at the bigger scheme of things, it's a very, very good opportunity to learn in a physical setting. Even though it's for free, which I hate about that too. It's a great opportunity to really put yourself in that position and really understand like, oh, how am I going to be in these different situations? And it's been really, really rewarding in terms of that, and meeting people, networking, and even just learning about patients too. Like, I've met some really, really good people, or, you know, I've eased a lot of people's mind like during the procedure. Like, a lot of people were nervous, and you know, if you just talk to them and kind of just have conversations with them, they really, you ease their mind a lot throughout the process, and that was also really rewarding too. So I really enjoyed that part of it, you know. But yeah, I finally finished, and at this point now, life has just all been about literally just getting myself together, just trying to get my life together, trying to bounce back and get back into a routine and stuff like that. That's just been the main goal at this point. And now I have to work on studying for the registry exam because the work isn't done. I might be about to graduate, but I still have work to do. So now that I finally have some free time, because when I say I was literally working like every single day, I didn't really have a lot of time. So now I have time to just study, focus, and I told myself maybe I'll give myself like a good 6 weeks to just focus on studying for the exam and stuff like that. And then I will take the registry, and then we will be getting a job. I would love to work at my clinical site because I really enjoyed it there. And I feel like you have a lot of room to grow and like learn different procedures and stuff like that. So I really like it there. So we'll see. We'll see. But right now I'm kind of just in a break focus state. I'm not trying to take too long. I want to take the registry exam by like the beginning of July at the latest, but I'm not about to do any later than that. I refuse. I'm gonna use the one size. Let's see if we can do a lippy, y'all. So I just grabbed some little stuff that I had in my thing. I usually don't do anything crazy with my lips. I usually just do a little lip gloss because I don't like how my lips look lined, but we're gonna try. So I have the NYX Professional Makeup Lip Pencil in Espresso. I have this NYX, what is this? Matte Lipstick in Butter. This is like, I have a whole bunch of like these muted nudie pink colors, because I'm scared of like really pink pinks. I have this NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick in, what is this? I already forgot what this is. Sandstorm. This is like another really muted pink. And then I've got my NYX Butter Gloss in Caramel. This is like brown though. This isn't like a pinky. I need to find my praline. And then I have this Cocoa Kind lip gloss or lip balm in Be Kind, because this is like a really nice pink, because I feel like pink would look really, really good. I forgot I have this too. This is what is this? Shine Loud from NYX. I don't know what color this is though. I can't tell. But this has like a lipstick on this end. They all like the same color basically. But this has a lipstick on this end, again like a muted pink. And then I did find praline, so I don't know, this might work for something. It's not a lot in here though. But let me see how she does her lip. But I have overlined lips, so I have to like line my lips a different type of way. Look at how pink this gloss is. It's so out of my comfort zone. I don't like this lip. Let's just use Cocoa Kind by itself. Every time I do a lip like that, I'm just like, I can't do it. This looks good though. Okay, Wu-Chang. Period. This looks really good. Base looks really good. Only thing is that I think I would go a little bit heavier with the contour. But the Say contour or like bronzer, it's pretty light. So, but I might just be a little bit more heavy handed. But yeah, overall it looks pretty good. I probably contour my nose a little bit more too. But yeah. I'm excited to see how this looks tomorrow with my hair done and everything. But yeah, this looks really good. I think I blended it down my neck pretty well too. Now I can actually judge it based on my real eyesight with my glasses on from a distance. This beat is serious. Can you even see it on the camera? Now that I can actually like put my glasses on, can y'all even see this beat? Like seriously? Can y'all even see it? The camera is so light from the... See if y'all can see any of my contour or anything. Yeah. Let me see if I can see how this is looking. Looks pretty good though. All right, well, I'm glad I figured this out. Thanks for experimenting with me, y'all. This was fun. So yeah, we're gonna do this tomorrow. I have one more thing to show you guys. So I have all this stuff in here to start crocheting for my graduation cap. Haven't started yet, by the way, but I'm gonna start now to see how long I can have time. So I'm gonna be making some flowers for my graduation cap. I'm gonna crochet some flowers. So here's my cap. Hopefully I can do this within like the next 2 days because I have no time. But I went to Michael's. I don't like Michael's, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like Michael's. I don't like their yarn. I usually like Hobby Lobby, but yesterday was Sunday. Hobby Lobby was closed, so I had no choice but to go to Michael's because I didn't want to have to keep going places trying to figure some stuff out. So I got 4 different yarns. They're all cotton because I figured this would be better than acrylic just because it won't be like fuzzy and stuff like that. So I got 4 colors. These are going to be my primary colors for the flowers. So I got Loops and Thread Brown Classic Cotton Yarn. They're all 120 yards, 2.5 ounces. This is in the shade Chiffon. It's just a white color. And then I got this like different shades of pink and white color. This is the shade, where's the name of the color? How did I find this one so fast? This is Seashell Ombre. For the middle, like the pollen for the flowers, I have the shade Banana. And then for the leaves, I'm just gonna be making supples for the peonies. They're gonna be in the shade Olive Garden. So I have these 4 shades. I'm still debating in terms of like what kind of flowers I wanna make, what size, but I think I'm gonna make maybe like 2 to 3 peonies in this color. And then I might do different, like smaller size in this color. But yeah, I'm thinking this pink and white type of shade is gonna be cute. I'm gonna be using a 2.75 crochet hook. I need to find it. But the tutorial I found asked for a 2.5, but this one is so crooked. I don't know if y'all can tell. I tried to straighten it out as much as I could, but the top of the hook is kind of crooked, so it's hard to work with this, unfortunately. So I did find my 2.75 though, which is this one here. So I think we're just gonna use this one. But I'm gonna try to work on this between today, tomorrow, probably the next day too, because I'm not working during the day for the next couple of days. So we're gonna see how this goes. Let's see. But I don't really necessarily have like a template that I'm trying to follow. I'm gonna focus like the flowers here and then kind of like fan them out. And I'll figure it out. I don't know. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I actually get it. But I have like hot glue and all that type of stuff already. So yeah, that's it. Next time I pop up on here, I'm gonna show you guys my nails. Good morning, guys. I'm getting my hair done today. Finally. I'm just finishing up getting ready. I have 1 minute to leave out the house. Let's see. All I have to do is literally just put my shoes on. I haven't seen y'all in so long. I never got to tell y'all that I got a new piercing back in December. It's now May. But I got my rook pierced and this bad boy still hurts like I just got it done. And it's really, really hard to clean too because the spot that it's in. But I mean, I do it. But I want to get one more piercing. I know I have a lot going on as it is, but I want to get one more. I want to get my flat on this side. And then I feel like everything is going to balance out because when I have small studs in, I feel like I need a little something right there. But I have my conch on this side on the inside. So I just feel like everything just needs to be evened out on this side. But I feel like I'm satisfied here. My rook is hidden right now, but let me see if I can get it out. There you go, you can kind of see it. But I feel like I'm satisfied on this side. But here is the before. We are 6 months in on the 22nd, which is in a couple days. So I'm gonna hurry up and I will check back in with y'all when my hair is done. All right, y'all, so today's challenge. My hair appointment is at 9. I'm already about to be about 5 minutes late, right? I need to be in the house at least by 1 o'clock. I have to be at my school by 2:45. It's already gonna take like 2 minutes to get there. I need to be at home by 1 because I need to shower, do my makeup, and make sure this outfit looks right together. But after I get my hair done, I'm praying we finish at least by like 12 or a little after 12 at the latest. I have to stop at the store and get some tights for my dress because I don't think I have any in the house. I definitely should have did that yesterday. So at this point, we just gonna see if I'm gonna be ripping and running because I really don't want to be late to this thing today because I want to make sure I'm there for the rehearsal and the pictures and all that type of stuff. He's supposed to be taking pictures at 3. So just pray for me, okay? Because the fact that I'm already running a little bit late for this hair appointment is just not, it's not good. My hair is done, guys. What do we think? A little asymmetrical bob. This turned out really, really cute. I was a little scared because I didn't know how I was 100% gonna feel about it, but I really, really like it. This turned out really cute. I just have to like do my edges the way that I like to do them. You know, I like a little swoop and swirl. Whole lot of forehead going on, but these turned out really, really cute. But time update, y'all. It's not looking good. So basically my goal was to leave out the house at least by like 2:20 to get to school. Baby, I'm not gonna get home until 2:30. Mind you, I still gotta shower. I gotta do my makeup and I still have to go to Walmart because I needed to get some tights for my dress because I want to wear tights with the shoes. I still gotta get gas. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. I didn't think I was gonna leave out of here this late. I was like, you know, if I leave out at 1, that's not bad. What are you doing? Why is everybody driving stupid? Get me out of Baltimore City real quick, please. I was hoping I was gonna leave out of there at 1 at the latest. I was hoping like 12:30, but it's a little bit after 2. So yeah, I already told my classmates, I was like, I'm definitely gonna be texting y'all trying to figure out where I'm supposed to be going, because yeah, it's not looking good for me whatsoever. I'm probably not even, it's 2:30 when I get home. I'm probably not gonna leave out the house until like 3:30. Like, I'm probably not gonna get there until like 4. So I'm gonna miss the rehearsal, I'm gonna miss the class picture. Yeah. At this point, I'm always late. I'm always late. Oh my gosh. I didn't think it was gonna take this long though. See, I should have scheduled my appointment for 8, and then that probably would have been better, but yeah, I messed up. That was definitely on me. So now my face is tight. I didn't even think it was gonna take this long to get home too. It's taking like 30-something minutes to get home. Or not 30-something minutes, like almost 30 minutes basically. But I mean, at least my hair is cute. My hair is graduation ready, right? So, you know, we're gonna just, I'm gonna get myself ready. I don't think I'm gonna have time to record, not gonna lie. Probably after I'm done getting ready, so I can kind of update y'all about like what time. Yeah, good old time blindness, it never fails. So stay tuned guys, let's see how today goes. So guys, I'm ready. I still gotta go to the store though, but the time is now 3:16. I still gotta go to the store and get gas, and I'm literally missing the class picture as we speak. So yeah, that's great, but I was having a crisis in the house because I could not find my my contact case. And initially I found my other contact case, I only had one in there. I only had one contact in for like the whole time I was getting ready. And literally right before I was about to leave, I found my other one. So at least I did that, but I still gotta go in Walmart and see if I can find some goddamn tights, and I still gotta stop and get gas. Like, in a perfect world, I would just be on the way right now, but things still need to be done, unfortunately. So yeah, stay tuned, as usual. I made it, guys.
We did.
We made it.
Yes!
I know, right? Mr. Fireman.
Yes, we see him.
You look like a fireman.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
We practiced, and then there's going to be one down here because you're going to be shaking hands with
Period. Say hey.
Saw with it.
I'm going down the line. Say hey to the vlog, guys. These are my classmates, guys. And they weren't trying to feed us, but we got some snacks. Okay. Wanted us to be here from 3 to 8 with no food. Crazy.
I got fruit smiles for 3 hours.
Right. We got our candles to walk in with.
Hey, y'all.
That's right.
It's graduation week.
That's right.
Wrapping it up. Yes, vlogging.
We
got the birthday, we the graduation. What you like to know?
We did it. Mending broken hearts. Yes. We did it, Joe. Yay. Hey, Cammy girl.
Yeah. And if we
Thanks
walk,
for
she'll
coming,
just walk
Cammy.
right beside me.
Well, guys, that's a wrap for pinning ceremony night. So now I've got 2 more days until graduation. So the next 2 days, my main focus is going to be to just work on my graduation cap. But today was really, really nice. It was nice seeing my family. One of my really good friends that I haven't seen in so long, my friend Kia, came out, and it was so nice to see her. We chatted after, and it was just a wholesome moment. So I'm very, very happy. I almost teared up when I was walking across the stage because I hadn't shouted out my grandmother like in my little thank you statement. It was a lot going on, but I had a good day today. Everything worked out. I was late to the thing, but everything worked out. So yeah, I'll keep you guys tuned into, you know, the next couple of days, okay? But I'm happy. Hey guys, I'm at work. So progress update on the flowers. I just decided to start doing my 3 peonies just like one by one. So this was the first one that I started, but then I was like, let me just start making like all the pieces at once. So I'm starting with the middle first, and then I'm supposed to be doing like a little supple part, so I'm gonna do that next, and then we're actually gonna start the flowers so I can actually feel like I'm making some type of progress. But I wanted to skate today, but I don't think that's gonna happen because I need to get these done, and I'm not really gonna have time the next couple days, so I have to sacrifice again. I haven't skated since Skate World Series, so it kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna keep y'all updated on these because I really want to get these done. I'm gonna work on these flowers as soon as I get the chance. But yeah, I've been at work since 8. It's now 4:49. I have an hour left, and a storm just started, and my computer went black, so I don't know what to do. Yeah, this is me. Stay tuned. Good morning, guys. It's the day before graduation. It's graduation eve, and today is not gonna be good. I was just thinking to myself while I'm getting ready, there's so many things that I need to do, and I have no time of the day. So I don't even know if I've ever talked about this. I don't know if I talked about this when I was talking about like how clinicals and stuff was going, but when I started clinicals, I had to get an evening job. So I found like a little basic retail job, and because that was only part-time, I had to find another job because I have bills to pay. Like I can't only work a part-time job, and they weren't paying enough. But it was really, really hard to find a job. Like I was applying to a lot of places. So now I work a retail job, and I work at an emergency veterinary hospital. I got a new vet job, and I'm a receptionist there now instead of a technician, because I needed a job at the time where there wasn't a lot of physical work, where I could just sit down at a desk, and then if I needed to do my homework or whatever the case may be, I could do that. So now I have these 2 jobs, but when you have 2 part-time jobs and neither one of them have set schedules, everything is so up in the air all the time. Like you never know if you're gonna get scheduled on the same day, or you know, just things like that. So a lot of the times I get scheduled to work both jobs the same day, of course, because that's just my luck, right? So that's one of these days. So basically the itinerary today is I'm gonna go get my toes done real quick as soon as they open, and then I have to go get my wax. Then I have to go pick up my graduation dress from a tailor's. I think after that I'm gonna try to stop at Two Le Jour to get myself like some matcha and just something to eat, and just something to, you know, get me together. And their matcha is very, very good, and their baked goods are very, very good too. I'm gonna show you guys that when I go. But yeah, I need to do that, and then I have to work from 1 to 6. I feel like by the time I'm finished doing all of that, it's gonna be time for me to go to work. I have to work at the vet first, and then I basically have to go straight to my retail job after I get off, because I'm working from 7 to 11. And graduation, I have to be at the school at what, 9 a.m. tomorrow, and I get off at 11, and I still have to come here and shave, pluck my brows, kind of just do some maintenance things, and I still have to finish these flowers. This is as far as I've gotten. Last night I was up kind of late. I did pause a lot, but I'm making 3 peonies. So I just decided, like I told y'all yesterday, to just like start making these things and get them out the way. And then now I'm on the process of starting, or like continuing, the first flower that I did. So I still have to go through this whole flower, and then I have to do the same for those 2. And I want to make some smaller flowers. So the only time I pretty much have to do this is while I'm at the vet, because I'm going to be sitting at the desk. And who knows if I have to keep getting up and stuff like that. That part is questionable. So it's not looking good. I still have to do the 3 flowers, the small flowers, and then go to my other job. And then I still gotta come here, like I said, do all my maintenance stuff, and then I'm gonna have to construct the flowers onto my graduation cap. Good thing is that where graduation is like really, really close to my house. It's at a university really close to my house, like probably 5 minutes away from me, which is great, because that means even if I am late, it's not gonna be that bad. But I feel like the goal for me should be to at least wake up at like 7, and I don't see the vision. I'm not gonna lie, saying that out loud, I don't see the vision. So yeah. It's not looking good. My schedule, the main thing that I'm stressed out about is the fact that I need to finish these flowers, but this is what I get for being so last minute. So yeah, but you know what, in spite of all this, at least the hair is done. Let me hurry up, because I'm trying to be at this nail salon when they open at 9:30, and it's probably 9:30 now. Yeah, it's 9:31, but it's right down the street, so I'm already messing up. I figured let me update you guys before I go in for my wax, but my toes are done, which is good. And it's 10:27. I got here a little early for my wax appointment. I'm about to walk in there now. But I decided I want to see if I can make a stop at Ulta to get a new facial moisturizer. I don't know how that's gonna look, but depending on how it looks when I get out of here and when I go get my dress from the dry cleaners and stuff, we might be making a stop to Ulta. Maybe. Okay. We're gonna have like a good, I'm gonna say a good hour and a half to try to get that stuff done. I don't see the vision. I genuinely don't, especially if I want to try to stop and get something to eat real quick. But you know what? We're gonna just see what the time does. You know, we just gonna see. We just gonna see. Okay. All right, guys. Wax is done. I love my waxer so much. It's always nice catching up with her. So I'm gonna get to the tailor to pick up my dress at 11:03, and I have to be at work at 1 o'clock. And I still want to stop at Two Le Jour to get myself a little something, and I still want to go to Ulta. So I don't know. Or maybe I should I just go to Two Le Jour like when I'm on my way to work? I don't know what I want to do. It's just too much that I want to do in 2 hours. It's too much. I don't know. Crisis. Y'all, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I just picked this dress up from the dry cleaner and it's patchy. Yo. Are my eyes deceiving me? Hold on, cause look. And there's like white patches on it. Am I crazy? Okay. I don't know what was going on. I don't know if it was my eyes, but I got so scared. Hold on. Or maybe it's just the reflection of the plastic. Oh my gosh. I almost had a heart attack. Whoo, Lord. Ooh, the saxophones. We're gonna take a better look when I get in the house, okay? But I just made it to Ulta. I chose not to go to Two Le Jour because I was like, let me just do my running around first so that I can just get back in town and then do whatever I need to do. So no Two Le Jour. Maybe depending on how much time I have, I might stop when I go back. But I do need to get something to eat though. But yeah, false alarm, y'all. Y'all have to see me check this dress out in real time because I'm scared. Because I looked again, and when I looked at the back of the dress, I saw white patches. The front doesn't look bad, but you can see it's a really nice yellow color. She got the stains out. I gotta look at the back though, because I swear I saw some white patches on the back. I'm scared. Let me see. Let me see if it's just the light or... Okay, I think it was just the light, y'all. Okay. Man, look, because I looked again and I was like, hold the heck up. Okay, we're good, we're good. And she got the stains out. Okay. We're good. This is a House of CB Maryland dress. And it's a really pretty halter and it's a midi dress. And I love it so much. I got to show y'all my shoes, but she's gorgeous. And she really did get all the stains out of it. I'm so pleasantly surprised. Okay, after all that freaking out I was doing in the car. Let me show y'all my shoes. So I got these shoes off of Amazon actually. They're so cute. But it's gonna rain tomorrow, so I'm kind of scared. Look at that shoe. So this goes around the ankle. This is gonna be so cute. Oh my gosh. Now I can actually finally put it up to my dress. Ugh, this is gonna be so pretty. And it's got the calla lilies on them. I see the vision, man. I see the vision. I don't know what accessories I want to wear and stuff though, but we'll figure something out once I tie everything together. Let me tell y'all something about Ulta. Ulta's prices are very humbling. Oh my gosh. I went in there with the plan, and you know, I did end up picking up a few things that I wasn't expecting to pick up, you know, as you do at Ulta. But I was looking at the prices of these items, especially when I was going to get the things that I actually wanted to get, and I'm like, oh, I'm getting the small version, I'm getting the mini version. So basically when I went to Ulta, the main goal was to get an SPF and was to get a facial moisturizer because I had to re-up on some stuff, but I'm trying new things. So the first thing that I picked up, because this is the first thing I looked at when I went in there, and then I was like, you know what, let me smell it. This cat is already playing with the plastic for my dress. Blaze, So this is the first thing that I had seen when I went into Ulta today. This is the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Bum Bum Cream. This smells so good. Let me tell you something, but I saw that price for the big version. It was like $48. And this little mini one was like $26, but it smelled so good. I was like, I'm gonna get it anyway. In the future, when the big girl job comes in, you know, we'll get the $48 one, but for now, we'll get little mini. But this smells amazing. I think it has, like shea in it, vanilla. It's got that type of smell to it, like a really warm smell. I love this type of stuff though. It smells amazing. I also re-upped on some Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I literally dropped the bottle in the parking lot and now the top broke off and it just fell in here somewhere. The bottle's all scratched up, but I had to re-up on this because I like using this along with my One Size when I've been doing my makeup lately. This is a really good combination. And then skincare, these are all new items that I'm going to be using. And as you can see, I got the mini versions of everything because it was so expensive. So I needed to get a new SPF. And initially I was thinking about getting the La Roche-Posay moisturizer that is combined with SPF like I did before. But I don't know, I just wanted to try something different. So I got this Unseen Sunscreen by Supergoop. This has SPF 50. And yes, I got the small version because the big one was way too expensive. But yeah, Supergoop SPF 50. So we're gonna try that. And then I also picked up this Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. Baby, the price of this, oh my gosh. I walked back there because I went back there blindly because I had seen somebody was using this facial moisturizer. And I'm like, you know what, okay, let me try it. I did not realize that the price of this was so expensive. This 0.95 fluid ounce jar was like $26. And I think like the 1 point something fluid ounce was like $40. I said, oh, I'm getting the small version. Yo, everything today was the small version, but you know what? We're gonna give me a pass because at the end of the day, this is all stuff that I'm trying, except the Morphe. I've never used anything else with all this other stuff. So you know, we're getting the small version to see if we like it, okay? And then we're gonna go from there. But I'm sure I'm gonna like this a lot. But yeah, I definitely wanted to get a new facial moisturizer. Ooh, Ulta, these prices, Lord. But I'm gonna go ahead and start getting ready. And I'm probably going to check in with you guys later to see if I actually finish these flowers up because like I said before, I really don't see the vision, but we're going to try our best because I have no choice. But we're going to go from one job to the other today. So pray for me because this is like the worst day to be working from one job to the other. Like the day before graduation when I got to get all this stuff done, this is not the day for this. So, but I mean, it is what it is. I've been living like this like the whole semester, so literally the whole semester, going from one job to the other right after. So I'm about to be working from 1 to 11 basically. So yeah, that's it. I'll check in with y'all later. Well guys, it's safe to say that my grad cap thing has been a fail. I'm gonna see what I can do tonight, but what time is it? It's 11:24. I still need to get in the shower and shave my legs and all that type of stuff. I still gotta do all that. Let me show you guys the progress that I made throughout this whole entire day because I've had to work. Literally, this is all I've done. Still working on the same flower. And I still have these bulbs that I never got to finish. So I told myself when I literally just got in the house, maybe I'll just at least finish this one so I can at least have one. And then maybe I'll put like a couple flowers, like smaller flowers that are faster to make around this one. Because I really want to put something on my graduation cap. I don't want to just be bare. So we'll see because it's so late and I got to get up at like 7. My scalp has been itching a little bit. So I was like, you know what? Now would be a good time for me to show you guys a little bit of my routine. I'm not going to do too much. So I do have like a little mini moisture routine for my locks, but because this is like a protective style, extended style, I don't have to do too much and it kind of just got done. So I don't want to be adding too much to my hair right now while it's real fresh, but my scalp has been itching a little bit. So I'm about to use some of my rosemary water from As I Am. This has been one of my holy grail products because I'm easily influenced, and me being new to the lock game and looking up what everybody else is using, this is like one of the main things. I'm just gonna spray a little bit of this just lightly because I don't want to mess up my parts. But yeah, this scalp she's itching for sure. So But this is the spray that I usually specifically use for my scalp. I have a different spray for the actual locks itself, but yeah, this is for like my actual scalp. But I'm gonna get in the shower, do all the things, pluck my brows and stuff like that too, and then I'm gonna see, I don't know how much time I want to give myself. I don't want to be up too late. I think the latest I'm gonna give myself is till like 2 o'clock in the morning to crochet as much as I can. But I think the goal now is gonna be to just finish this one flower, and then I'm gonna make a couple of like smaller flowers to like surround the peony on, because I really do want to put at least like a couple things on my graduation cap. I don't want to go with nothing on my graduation cap. So I keep saying it and it's only getting later. Last time I talked to y'all was like 11:20 something. Now it's 11:36, and let me hurry up. Okay.
Shout out to my mother and my father who pull out. MSG sell out. Fuck these niggas yap out. Whips on whips, my ancestors got the backside. 2, 4, 5, 100 stacks.
Big grass. Big grass.
You know your masculine, you know what's going on.
Niggas ain't really on the type of shit he on. I hate Drizzy and told him I had a million for him. I own my company's full, told him.
No more struggle.
No more struggle.
Yes.
Cheers.
Rolls-Royce pull up, black boy hop out. Shout out to my mother and my father who pull out.
Post graduation, I'm gonna do a little what I got. First, my grandfather got me my favorite bouquet. My man got me some flowers. And my grandfather gave me a little goodie bag. A big goodie bag. So first, I got this giant water bottle, which is a great excuse to drink water. He got me this sign that says, if you believe in yourself, anything is possible. I got a little scrubber with some exfoliating gloves. Oh, my grandma got me because she gave me this Pandora box, but it's got some money in it. I was like, okay. So my mom was gonna get me a Pandora, but grandma got me right there. This I really, really like. This is a 4-in-1 makeup mirror. Oh, hold on, because I didn't look at this enough last time. At first I was like, oh, a makeup mirror, but it has LED lights, nano facial steamer, mist sprayer, and a powder bank. That's fancy. Some snickerdoodle cookies. This is so cute. This badge reel that says stay positive, that is so cute. I love it. He got me a whole bunch of bracelets. I like these beaded bracelets and stuff, so now I have plenty. Look at that. A lot. And then he got me this nice set of earrings and this necklace, and the little book opens. It's really, really nice. But that's everything. Side note, let me show y'all how my graduation cap came out. This was such a fail, but that's what I get for being last minute. I just put it on here because I needed something. After all that, I might as well have done it. One last fit check. I didn't even really get to show y'all everything. My lovely dress. Snatch. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was a journey for sure. This is probably the hardest thing I've ever had to go through. But I was talking to my family earlier and I was like, I really surprised myself, and I learned a lot about myself and how much I can overcome and how much discipline I have. And this has definitely showed me a lot. This was not easy at all. This was a very difficult experience, but I got through it. And now all I gotta do is just take some time to study, pass the registry exam, and then I'm gonna be done. But I appreciate everybody that experienced this journey with me and who witnessed everything that I went through and everything. I got a lot of support, a lot of encouragement, and I'm never gonna take it for granted. And even though This was a very challenging experience and I never want to go through it again. I appreciate it and I learned a lot from it. And this was great character development. That's it. Thanks for watching.